So today marks day 5 of my vegan challenge, and honestly I had to stop that. I only made it through 3 days and then I caved. I just had to have something that I wasn't supposed to, and then after that I was like, yeah, this is not for me. And honestly, the funniest thing about this whole thing was like going to work, and all my coworkers know I love McDonald's. So they're like, oh, we should order McDonald's today, because they knew that I wasn't able to have it. No dairy, no eggs, no meat, so there's no way that I could have a cheeseburger or a McDouble. And honestly, oh, that was bad. Nobody ordered McDonald's, but it was hilarious. And then another hilarious thing was the other assistant that I work with, she's like, Kiana, like, you have wrinkles right here. You need to eat a cheeseburger. And honestly, I was dead. But I learned so much about veganism and what it actually takes to be a vegan, and to watch what you eat and to write everything down. I literally had to look up everything that I was eating. I was like, oh, is Quaker oatmeal vegan? Is this type of noodle vegan? Because I wanted to eat stuff that we had here, and since we don't typically eat vegan, it's not like we just have a bunch of food that's vegan. So I love cucumbers and balsamic now. After how many days I ate cucumbers this week, it was just the go-to because we had it and it was easy. I typically don't like hummus. We don't have hummus, but I looked up hummus and that's vegan, so I could have eaten that. But I can't believe how many things are actually vegan. Like, I found out that regular Pepsi was vegan, and I do not like regular pop. I switched over to regular pop like a year ago, and that's only because my husband drinks regular pop, so we don't really have pop at our house. But when we do, it's typically regular. And then when we go out to eat, I have diet pop. So I like a diet pop, but diet pop, of course, is not vegan. So I'm like, oh, great. Like, I'm gonna have some of your Pepsis. So I had like 2 Pepsis, and Josh is like, I'm gonna dump out 2 of your diet Pepsis. And I'm looking at him like, why would you do that? It's like wasting money. So that was really funny. And then also, I found out that Lay's classic potato chips are vegan. And I just love Lay's, so I was like, oh, thank God, like some normal food that I can actually eat and enjoy and not have to worry about liking the taste of it. And I'm just blown away at how much food is actually vegan. It would have been a lot easier had I gone to the grocery store. So if you want to try this challenge, I highly recommend going to the grocery store before doing this challenge, so you will actually have your meals planned. I said I was gonna plan my meals, so I was thinking the day before, oh, I'm gonna have oatmeal for breakfast or whatever. So I actually wrote down the food that I ate for this challenge, and it's right here. So day 1, I had cucumbers with no dressing, because at the time I didn't know that balsamic vinaigrette was actually vegan, because I didn't look that up. But there's also certain types of dressing, so you have to make sure that you're eating the dressing that is vegan. And I think we have Kraft, which is actually vegan. And then elbow noodles without sauce or topping, so like those macaroni noodles. So I had that with nothing. And then regular Pepsi. That's what I ate on the first day, which was Sunday afternoon. And then day 2, I had a banana, Quaker oatmeal, and then I used water instead of milk, because obviously can't have milk with the specific challenge that I chose. And then we had Taco Bell for dinner, so this was kind of iffy, but if you look up how to make your stuff vegan, you can do that. So I had a quesarito, no cheese. It was strictly black beans, which was, oh, so delicious. And then I had the Crunchwrap Supreme, which consisted of no cheese, no sour cream, and then black beans only. So I made it work. I was so hungry that day, it tasted great. And then day 3, I had the same type of noodles again, macaroni elbow noodles, plain. And then I had the leftover Taco Bell And then I had cucumbers and balsamic vinaigrette. And then I had original Lay's potato chips, and then I cracked and had Milk Duds because I love chocolate and I love candy and I just had to do it. So then I was like, oh, whatever, like, it's fine. And I actually only ended up having Milk Duds this day because we went to the movie theater, and I also had popcorn, and I knew it wasn't vegan because it had butter on it. So there are ways to keep your popcorn vegan. You just have to look that up. I believe you have to have plain popcorn. And then, so the next day I tried to do vegan again. So for lunch we ordered noodles and company. And so I got the Japanese pan noodles, which I actually like, and those are vegan. And then that's like all I ate that day. And then day 5, we had pizza, which was a supreme pizza, so that has both meat and dairy on it with the cheese. And then I had pink Starburst, so I was like, I don't care, I'm done with this whole vegan thing. And I had Diet Pepsi. So honestly, I just want to say, if you're thinking about doing this challenge, know that it's going to be very hard if you are not somebody who typically watches what they eat or documents it. So I'm actually really grateful that I did this challenge because it actually really opened my eyes to a lot of the foods that I'm consuming, and it helped me to research, you know, what products I'm actually putting into my body. And this was probably like the first time in years since I've actually looked at a label on a box of food. Because I don't have to, because I don't have any allergies that I know of, but honestly I might have allergies. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd see that my eyes have been swelling up lately, and I haven't had them swell up in a couple of weeks, thank God. So it's probably something that I'm eating, which I'm still not sure about that. I got some eye drops for that, and my eyes only swelled up to that eye drops that's supposed to prevent infections. So still not sure what's wrong with my eyes, but that will be resolved later. And then on the last day that I tried to do this, I had Chipotle, so it wasn't happening. But I can say I tried, and honestly, I think being a vegetarian would be much easier than being a vegan, and I'm so surprised at how many people are actually vegans out there. Like, when I posted that I was doing this challenge, I got so many messages, and I couldn't believe how many people were actually doing this or trying to be vegan. And I know that there's so many different options for how you can make your meals taste good, how you can add flavor, you know, substitutes for milk and chicken, you can do tofu, so there's a lot of different things. But also you have to have an open mind, and you have to be able to try new things. And I get it, like, being vegan isn't starving yourself, and it's not like, oh, I can't, you know, eat lots of food. That's not the whole challenge. It's because the things that I did because of what we have here at our house, and from what I knew, like, this is not something that I'm used to, which is literally tracking everything I'm eating and watching what I'm eating. I eat whatever I want. So I just couldn't do this. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for your girl. Would I try this challenge again? Absolutely, especially if I was able to plan ahead and go to the grocery store. I honestly should have thought that I was doing that. I should have known that I was going to do this challenge when we were at the grocery store, because we went to the grocery store like a weekend before I said I was going to do this challenge on Sunday, and I think we spent like over $200 at the grocery store. So that just doesn't make sense to buy food if I don't know I'm going to like it. And let's be honest, 3 days wasn't worth it, so whatever. So I will be trying another challenge next week. Stay tuned, watch my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all my other videos, and I hope that you do try this challenge and you are a lot more successful than me.